Buc-ees gas station, a horror story. On a dark, foggy night, Toby was driving his truck to get his load delivered. Toby had to use the restroom pretty bad now, but has been waiting to hit the famous gas station in Texas called Buc-ees. 20 miles out and extremely tired, he's been having a hard time staying awake, but soon that will change, and the nightmare will begin. Damn, that's about 12 billboards that I've counted thus far. It's starting to get a bit creepy. I get it, but honestly, saying things like, Buc-ee's got your back, or all you need is Buc-ees is kind of clingy or creepy, man. Finally, Buc-ees came into sight, and Toby was impressed. This was a very, very large gas station. There were at least 115 gas pumps. The thing that caught Toby's attention the most, though, was the fact that it was empty. So large, and yet he was the only truck and or person in the entire lot. It was very, very eerie, and it didn't help that it was extremely foggy and dark around Buc-ees. Getting out of his Dodge truck, he went about to check on his load, looking at the straps, bearings, and tires. Toby finds one strap that is loose and goes about tightening it up. Everything else looked good. As Toby finished tightening the straps, he heard something shuffle or run or he wasn't sure. Definitely heard movement. Looking around, he didn't see anything when he said, "What in the Sam hell?" as he noticed 3 straps had been undone. Toby was really feeling uncomfortable now, but chalked it up to just being tired and not noticing them from his prior search. Getting things tight now, Toby went about into the gas station to finally use the restroom. Not really paying attention, only noticing slightly that there was only one register open and one employee that was just looking straight forward without moving. Having to use the restroom pretty bad, he ignored it. Getting into the bathroom, he seen 15 urinals and something like 10 stalls. It was a very clean bathroom, and he really liked that. Opening a stall and just seeing how clean the stall was made him really happy. He was somewhat of a germaphobe, so that was nice. Covering up the whole seat with toilet paper, making sure that he had no part of his skin touching it, he finally sat down and started to relieve himself in comfort. When all of a sudden, the lights turned off and he hears a giggle, and then a voice say, "All you need is me. I'll be your best friend forever." Not only was this creepy, but the voice came from within the stall next to him. Jumping in fear, Toby yelled, "What the F? Turn that light back on!" The light came right back on, but again, he heard movement. Toby was finishing up pretty quickly when the lights went out again, and he heard, "You don't need to be afraid. Buc-ee just wants to be your friend." Listen, I don't know who you are or what you're getting at, but you better be ready for a whooping if you keep this up, so just stop your games and leave me alone. Toby said this with a lot more confidence in his voice than he actually had. Currently, he had a lot of adrenaline running through his veins. Toby heard a whisper of a voice as the lights turned back on, and it said, "You'll never be alone with me around. I'm your friend." Toby had goosebumps and felt pretty scared. He waited for a few minutes to pass, and not hearing anything, he jumped up, ran to wash his hands at the sink. He thought he seen some brown webbed feet under one of the toilet stalls. When his eyes adjusted, it was just a pair of boots. He thought he was in the bathroom alone and was a bit angry as he thought this was the guy that was messing with him. "Sir, I don't know who you are or what you're getting at, but that's pretty messed up. I think you need to take a long look in the mirror and realize that." Toby in his anger walked out of the bathroom, past a wall of jerky, and to the wall of every drink you could imagine. He decided that he needed some coffee if he was going to make it another 350 miles before he needed to fuel up again. Looking at the massive array of drinks, he finally decided on one that's called beaver, that had a beaver with bulging eyes from too much caffeine on the can. "Hi, sir. Can I help you with anything? Oh, I see you're looking at beaver. That's really good coffee. I think that'd be the most excellent choice." Toby jumped, a little jumpy from the bathroom and the parking lot, but all of that was dwarfed by the look of this woman's face. She looked like a doll that was grinning with too much glee. It was very, very creepy, he thought to himself. Thank you, ma'am. I think it might be a good choice. You know, it's pretty quiet here, isn't it? So, is that normal?" "Yes, everything is normal. Anyway, is there anything else I can help you with?" Yeah, I need to check out." "Fantastic, I can help you with that. Follow me." "Okay, sounds good." "Alright, everything looks good, and remember, Buc-ees will always be your friend." Toby nods his head, but doesn't say anything. He feels pretty done with this gas station. He just wants to get headed out and put this creepy guy in the bathroom and the atmosphere out of sight. Toby was reading the ingredients on the can of coffee as he was walking out to get to his truck, when he looked up and sees something that throws his mind and emotions for a loop. Every single strap on his truck had been undone. Toby looked around, and he was really agitated. He turned around, getting ready to yell at the cashier and ask her what happened, marched right back to the gas station door, but right as he went to open it, the light shut off, and the door was locked. Now, a little more spooked, Toby tried to look inside the store, but it was empty. It was completely empty. There was nothing inside. It looked abandoned. Toby said, "Nope, nope, nope, not today. I'm getting out of here." Toby ran to his trailer and started getting all the straps tightened. As soon as they were all done, Toby essentially ran back to his driver's door, getting ready to jump in, when he froze. The door to his truck was open. Toby slowly moved to his truck to look inside, and he was scared. He heard a clunk that made him damn near jump out of his body. He looked back towards his trailer where the noise came from and was scared. 2 of his straps had been cut and released tension, causing the noise. Toby walked to the straps and looked them over, his heart rate beating fast. It looked like some rodent had gnawed on the straps. Toby ran back to the door of his truck, grabbed his extra straps and put them on, when all of a sudden, the lights around the whole gas station and the pumps went out, and he heard skittering or something running around him and his truck. Then a voice sounded. "You will never be alone again, because I need a friend too. We will always have each other." Toby screamed some bad words and called whatever was talking some more bad words too. He jumped into his truck, started it, and slammed his foot on the gas pedal. The Cummins lunged forward and started to gain speed. Toby was already feeling better as he pulled out of the large dark gas station. Pulling onto the interstate, Toby looked out his rearview window to check out on his load. His hair stood on end. He felt cold. He seen a small, beaver-like creature on his load, crawling down out of sight just behind it. This was creepy, and he didn't like it one bit. Toby, now paranoid, looking back every few seconds, trying to see if he could see anything on his load, was not happy. But he was more relaxed because nothing was moving, and started to calm down, and went about looking for something to soothe his mind. He grabbed his coffee, opened it with the beautiful sound of a can cracking open. Looking back again, to still see nothing, he decided to reach for his headset to have a conversation with some nearby truckers. Soon, Toby finds some other truckers on the road and starts having a conversation. Everything is going good. "Well, small truck, it was good talking to you. I'm gonna be getting off soon. I'm gonna be over my hours. Hey, by the way, if you need a friend, remember Buc-ee's got your back, am I right?" "Haha, real funny, eh, Tanner? Just because I told you the story doesn't mean you can be a jack. You have a good night." "Haha, yeah, but it sure was fun. At least you small trucks get to stop at it. Over and out." Toby was pretty calm and realized he was getting excellent fuel mileage. Glancing up, he seen one of the new straps had come undone. "Damn, I'm gonna have to get that. Well, looks like I need to pull over." Toby pulled onto the shoulder, and putting his truck into park, Toby got out and fixed the strap. As he was shutting his door, he heard, "We're always friends from here on out." Toby locked the door and just sat there, looking out his window, trying to see anything, something, but he didn't see one thing at all. He got back into speed onto the interstate and started on the radio to calm himself down again, finally getting an older gentleman who was just driving a four-wheeler. They talked for a while. When the old guy was gonna finally pass him, he said,
"Oh, you're a fan of Buc-ees, aren't you?"
"Now why would you say that?" he said, now making eye contact as he was passing.
"Because you have a stuffed beaver glued to the top of your cab, no?"
"No, I don't. There shouldn't be anything on my cab."
Yeah, no problem, sir. I'm gonna get off on this exit. God bless you, Toby."
Sir? Hello?" Toby said, trying to get the attention of the old man. The old guy just flat out ignored Toby. He drove down off the ramp and was gone. It was still a foggy night, and Toby was wondering when the sun was going to come up. And also, he's a bit creeped out, and he did not want to look up to see if anything was there. But anyways, he was ready for the sun. It had been time for it to come up for about 20 minutes now, and everything was feeling eerie. Then, something knocked on his window. and he looked over and seen Buc-ee's beaver looking at him with that over-caffeinated look. "We're gonna be friends forever." It started to pound on his windows, and Toby reached for his firearm. After finally getting it from the passenger side truck seat, he looked back and Buc-ee's was gone. He started to look out his other windows and mirrors. He seen nothing out of the ordinary until a loud snap. Then another snap, and he seen 2 straps come off of his trailer. Then something knocked on top of his cab and said, "You need to let me in, Toby, so we can be best friends forever." "The hell I will. I don't know what or who you are, but I sure as hell know a demon when I see one. I'll defend myself, you crazy beaver." "Then I will make you stop so we can truly be soul friends." "You just leave me alone." All of the straps at the same time had snapped and been gnawed off faster than he thought was possible. Toby was stressed beyond control. He started shouting, cocked his pistol, and aimed it at the stupid-looking beaver and shot in the cramped space of his vehicle. It deafened him and made him dizzy. Toby slowed down. Full-on vertigo started to hit him on full spin. "Did you like your drink? I just wanted you to be able to be with me forever so we can be happy. Buc-ee needs friends." Son of a gun. You freaking drugged me, you demon." Toby started to pull the truck onto the shoulder, his vision blinking in and out of darkness. Slowly, he seen his door open and that frickin' beaver walking over to him. "This is how we stay together forever, Toby. This is how I gain your soul." Sir, you can't sleep here. You need to be on your way." What? Toby woke up to a police officer pounding on his door. Toby looked around in so much confusion that it took him a solid 2 minutes before he answered the police officer. Yeah. Sorry about that, officer. I must have dozed off this morning. I'll move right away. Thank you." "Okay. If I come back and you're still here, we will have a problem. Have a nice day." About 4 hours later, Toby was still pondering what happened, thinking to himself, what had he just experienced? What was going on? Toby said aloud, "Was it all just a dream, or did it really happen?" Something answered his question. He did not like this. "We're in this together forever. Don't forget, you can hold it until the next Buc-ees stop." The end.